I get the first
I'm
page?
Dan Fritz.
I'm Daniel Fahey.
I'm with ITM Alliance. He's the owner of the Sheraton Hotel. Good afternoon, Mr. Fahey.
Mr. Fritz, nice to meet you. Take a seat.
Thank you. It's a pleasure meeting you today. So, just to start off here, I made us an agenda for everything we're going to be going over today. It's right there. So, just to start off, how are you today?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm good. It was a long fight, but I finally arrived safely.
Where are you flying in from?
I'm actually flying in from California. I go to school there in Santa Monica, but my hometown is here on the East Coast.
Okay.
Are you native to the area?
Yeah, I've lived here my whole life actually.
Oh, nice, nice. I actually grew up in Rye, just a town over from Portsmouth. I've lived in the area most of my life until I left for college in Santa Monica, California. And it seems as though nothing much has changed since I left. I take you're a Pats fan since you're from the area.
Oh, of course.
All right, I have to ask because, as you know, we've got a tough game coming up on Sunday against the Broncos at Mile High Stadium. Think we can pull it off?
Oh, absolutely. I think Tom's got another one in the bag.
All right, well, I think we've got all our key players, and if we can work together as a unit, we can pull it off. But I guess we'll see on Sunday.
I'm pretty hopeful.
All right, let's get started here. So, is there anyone else who would benefit from being at this meeting today? Any head decision makers or?
Not so much. My brother would maybe like to listen in, but he's not here today, so
Okay,
he'll just be speaking with me.
sounds good to me. So this meeting is going to take up around 10 minutes of your time, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that should be just about perfect actually.
Great, great. So I actually got the chance to walk around the hotel again and check everything out. It's the same old beautiful facility that I remember from back in the day. But unfortunately, it seems as though nothing has changed in quite a long time. And as you know, as a hotel owner in this industry, it's in with the new and out with the old.
Oh yeah, that is definitely the case. As you said, it hasn't really changed much. It's actually true. We haven't renovated since our grand opening in 1985, so it's actually quite outdated. That's actually my main concern today. That's what I'd like to focus on, is sort of modernizing our facilities.
Oh, all right. Well, I hope we at ITM Alliance can help you out with that today, and we can figure everything out to satisfy your needs. And I just want to address a few things that really stood out to me as I walked about the hotel. First of all, the restaurant that's inside the hotel, it's very small, pretty outdated as terms of the appearance of the restaurant, as well as it looks as though as in the kitchen is very outdated and small and looks like it fits the small restaurant atmosphere.
Yep.
But I did notice that the position of the restaurant is very set back and into the corner of the hotel, to where there's not many rooms in the area and there's not many people coming in and out in that certain area. So I feel as though that you're losing a lot of clientele by not publicizing that you guys do have a restaurant. And having such a small restaurant, I feel as though you guys could definitely benefit from a larger, more advanced restaurant system.
I definitely agree with most of what you're saying.
Okay.
The restaurant is definitely outdated, and I've got a number of complaints about it actually. So we definitely like to focus on that, as well as a general update. I know for a fact that the pool is pretty old, so it's mostly concrete and there's no slides like our competitors have. So.
Okay. So, would you guys be wanting to do a full renovation that includes the pool, or would it just be a strictly room-based renovation and a main general lobby renovation?
Well, I feel we should definitely focus more on the lobby and the pool and the restaurant, but I feel as though if we're gonna be renovating at all, we might as well go big and do it all at once instead of having you guys come back in a couple of years from now. And I'd also like it so that our guests, if they've been here in the past, next time they show up, they feel that it's changed or it's a whole new place.
Okay, yeah, no, that's totally understandable. guests like to see something new every time they come back to a restaurant. Hotel. Sorry, but they have to come back to see something new, get new experiences, and really kind of prosper from their past experience at this hotel, so they can continue to enjoy it. And so, I know that being in this industry, that there's a lot of ups and downs, but from what I've been seeing, I was able to make a stop over at the town's clerk office, and I was able to pull your records for annual revenue. And as you can see in here, this is your 10-year annuals, and it has been drastically declining ever since your grand opening, and I feel like that reflects back on the interior of the hotel.
Yeah, we're definitely aware of this, which is primarily the reason you're here.
Okay.
You're not necessarily the first person first company that we've met with regarding our concerns, but I think you guys might be the winning one based on your guys' reputation. You do lead the industry.
Yes, we pride ourselves in being the leader in our industry, as well as not just leading the industry in renovations, but leading the industry on creative renovations and making a really luxurious stay at grand hotels, such as this hotel, which I think that it can be great as it once was. It opened in the 80s.
Yes, I could definitely, based on what we've been over here and based on the experts I've consulted in the past, it is clear to me that our decline in profit is definitely has some correlation with the outdatedness of our facilities. And I guess really my only concern, the whole matter, is what we'd be looking at price-wise if we do the full renovation.
Okay.
So,
Well, what I can tell you is that you really would not want to spare any expenses, because if you really do want to do this full-heartedly and get a full renovation, then the money you put into it is going to reflect on the outcome. So the more money you put into it, the better it's going to look. And if you don't put enough money into it, then we can run into some roadblocks and potential many problems to where we can't get what we need to do done. And so the hotel might stay closed for longer, which will mean less money in your pockets, which will result in longer business for us, which you'll have to pay us a lot more money. You know what I mean?
well, you certainly convinced me that a full renovation is the way to go.
Okay.
Prior to this meeting, I definitely thought that I'd like to start with a small portion of the hotel, but I believe that we could work together and come up with a plan to sort of rebrand the company or the hotel as a whole.
All right. So let me just check in with you real quick. So everything that I've stated so far, is that all okay with you?
Oh yeah, I've enjoyed hearing what you have to offer.
Okay.
I think I'd definitely be interested in working with you guys if we decide to do the full renovation.
Great. Well, from what I've heard today, it seems as though your hotel could use a full renovation, and we at ITM Alliance pride ourselves, like you said, as being the leader in hospitality renovation services. And we are willing to partner up with you today to assure that your hotel lives up to its respected name here in Portsmouth. So, what do you say, Mr. Fahey? Do you think we have a deal?
I think so far, we're definitely coming to a close and finalizing this deal. I think for sure that I'd like to do business with you, but
All right.
before we finalize anything, I'm going to need to speak with my lawyers and my brother.
Okay.
I know I did say that I was the final decision maker, but I'm not sure if I'm in a position to make a final decision right now, but I'd definitely like to speak with you again.
Okay. So, do you think you could meet with me next week, next month? When would be best for you?
How about the same time next week?
Yep, that works for me. I will be back in California in the next 2 days, but if you just send me an email and regarding the date, time, and place you want to meet, then I can be sure to hop a flight over and meet you.
Well, I will have my people talk to your people.
All right. It's been a pleasure talking to you, Mr. Fahey.
It's been a pleasure seeing what you have to offer, and I'm looking forward to doing business in the future.
All right. Thank you for hearing me out. You can keep your copy of this just so you can go over it with your brother and lawyers and anyone who is the head decision maker.
Well, thank you, sir.
All right. Well, yet again, it's been a pleasure. I wish you the best.
Have a safe flight.